Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to dry the wet clay for ES14 soil properties. We're going to need a plate, we're going to need some sort of like shovel. You could also use a pair of scissors to pry away pieces of the clay, and then we need our wet clay. It comes in big chunks, so this is half of a chunk right here, half of a block. We need gloves as well because this can get pretty messy. So the first thing we're going to do is try to dig out the first layer here, just because this layer is very hard to get through because it's already dried a little bit. Here we can see I have some of it pried apart on the plate. If you're making a kit for the first time, you probably want to be able to fill enough for maybe a quart size bag or a sandwich size bag, so a decent amount. We're going to dry this on a windowsill. It's going to take a couple days to do that, or you can do it in front of it. Here in the Massachusetts office, the Bedford office, we have a heater, so we're going to put it in front of that to help it dry quicker. We're trying to make it crumbly so that it can be smashed apart into particles, into a fine powder. Typically, this is going to be trickier. This is older red clay, so it has dried already a little bit. Usually this comes pretty wet, and you have to you almost can't even use this. You have to put your fingers in and pry away at it. That's why you can kind of see finger marks in the clay, and it will get all over your fingers, so please use gloves. We'll come back and show you when it's dry. So we have our red clay here, it's all dried, and now we have to crumble it up and smash it into a powder so it can be used in the classroom. What I like to use is a mallet. You can also use a rock if you'd like, and we're just going to smash this into a powder like so. Make sure you're not making too much noise. I'm going to do the rest of this on the ground because it's going to make a lot of noise if I do it on the table. And I'll see you back here in a second. So here we have our red clay. As you can see, it's all smashed up. It's become a fine powder. The more powdery you can get it, the better. One of the things I like to do with the mallet is kind of use it as a mortar and pestle, or a pestle. So I go back and forth like that, and that turns the clay into a finer powder. For the actual activity, the instructors will put any wet clay into a Ziploc bag, and then they can lay it out to dry on a windowsill or in your kit room, someplace where it's sunny, and they can submit a ticket saying that the wet clay is drying. And then once it's dry, you can take it out, do the same thing, and smash it up and then reuse it. We want to be reusing the wet clay because it can be expensive, and the less we have to spend, the better. Hope you found this helpful, and we'll see you next time.